At ease. I am soul. The secret of the advancing man. What do you mean, soul? Well, I know a lot of y'all brothers look at other brothers and say, like how did that brother start that business, man? Like he was just down and out just a few weeks ago, just a few months ago, man. I know a lot of you sisters are saying, how did that sister, how did she get to the point where she could quit her job? Like she was just complaining about making ends meet just a few weeks ago, just a few months ago. And I know you're saying like what are they doing that I'm not doing? Because it seems like that person is always winning. The secret of the advancing man. I was reading a story this morning by about Brother T-Pain, man. And the articles, and it was a few articles. The article said, T-Pain is pretty much just stepping outside of his norm, right? And T-Pain has opened up a restaurant, right? Has purchased a restaurant. What it says rapper T-Pain has announced that he is opening his own restaurant. In post in both his Instagram and Twitter, the I'm Sprung singer said that the purchase cements a new chapter in his life, where he is taking a leap on anything he truly loves and believes in. Now, I'm going to tell you right there, brothers, that's a hurdle in itself right there. That's a hurdle that most men and most women will never cross, right? Just taking that leap. Because like I always say, brother, every single person has dreams and aspirations. A lot of people have vision boards and a lot of people do all this meditating, and I just made a video. I think I did. I was talking to about somebody that meditation is not prayer. Like putting all these thoughts into the spiritual world is doing absolutely nothing for accomplishing your dreams if you don't know the entire process. You know what I'm saying? Most people will never take that leap, man. Most people will never take that leap. Man, I know brothers, man, that, if you were just like me, man, when I was growing up, man, I was always collecting the little cheap plastic cars, man, that, Hobby Lobby and all that stuff, the Impalas and all that. I was painting them and chopping the roof off and putting the wheels and hydraulics on them, man. There are a lot of brothers, man, that kept that passion from our youth, man. A lot of brothers still have that love for customizing and crafting and painting cars and all that stuff. But some of these brothers, man, have found themselves in the cemetery of corporate America, man. They're sitting in a cubicle. They're making some dry ass sales calls. They're going to meet customers they really don't want to be talking to. They're listening to a manager or a supervisor that has no business being in that position. And they're living a life of misery, man. When real talk, they really want to be doing something they love. They really want to own their own body shop. You know what I'm saying? But they're scared to take that leap. That they fall into this comfort. And I was just telling brothers the other day in corporate America, I was just telling brothers the other day in the power circle, I said, like the trap of this whole, the industry, man, is in corporate America. Like everybody just wants to get to this 6-figure mark. And I said, when you usually hear people say, I make 6 figures, most people that make that kind of statement are really making about anywhere between $100,000 and $110,000. Like corporate America will try to get you just over that threshold where you feel successful, but it's really a trap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of brothers are stuck in that. A lot of sisters, man, are working every week, and on the weekend they're going and they're doing the little girl's hair, making it all up, man. They're doing the neighbor's hair. They're cutting friends' hair. They're doing all this stuff that they love to do, man. Like they have this strong desire to be in the beauty industry, whether it's nails and hair. Like they're passionate about that, and they're doing it for free. But Monday through Friday, what they'll do is, they'll go down to the Kroger's. They'll go down to the Piggly Wiggly. They'll go down to the Walmarts of America. And from 9 a.m. to roughly 5 p.m., what they'll do is, boop, boop, boop. Oh, you have any coupons, ma'am? Boop, boop. Thank you. Have a nice day. They would rather do that just to feel comfortable than to follow their passions, man. I'm telling you, most people, the majority of people have dreams and aspirations and really know what they want to do. But a lot of people can't make that leap to do it, right? And I will read in the book Quantum Leap, again, in the circle. And the reason why a lot of people won't make that leap is because a lot of people think that growth has to be incremental. So a lot of people will spend 30, 40, 50 years in making incremental growth efforts towards success. You know what I'm saying? In other words, your job is paying you $10 an hour. They pay you $11.50 an hour. You think you're winning. You think you're making a move toward your end goal in life, but really you're not moving at all, man. And the book Quantum Leap talks about that. It says that incremental growth is BS, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, right? In the chapter U Squared, it says this. It says, the unspoken but popular notion is that we must move systematically from our present level of achievement to the next. Then, the thinking goes, from that stage, we can begin working toward graduating to still the next higher level in the sequence. Gradual progress. It says, this is an unfortunate misconception. Then it says this. Advancing at a measured pace, step by step from where you are to a little bit better, ordinarily feels easier, more natural, and even safer. It says, but in certain areas of your life, you can just as easily think in terms of skipping levels. You can move from your present level of achievement to the next that is several stages higher directly. It says you can go directly to it, man. And the thing is, it makes you ask yourself, like, what's keeping most people from making that quantum leap? What's making that brother say, you know what? Let me get up from this this cubicle. Let me get off this conference call, this sales call, and make a quantum leap in life. What's making that sister not just walk away from the cash register and make a quantum leap in life, man? I'm gonna tell you what it is, brothers. And this is the secret of the advancing man. You must put yourself in position to be uncomfortable. I'm going to say it again. The secret of the advancing man is to put yourself in a situation that makes you uncomfortable, to get you out of that comfort zone, man. I'm telling you, that's where the magic happens, brother. That's where the magic happens. And I was reading Brother T-Pain's story, and if you keep on reading that same article, T-Pain says this. He says, I got my keys today, but I'm scared as shit. But I can no longer ignore the paths God has set before me just because I don't understand or because I'm scared. Brother, getting outside of that comfort zone. You have to get outside of that. I'm telling you, man, that's where the magic happens, man. And when I was telling bro, again, going back to the power circle, man, those are my brothers, man. I think about them brothers pretty much all day. Going back to the power circle conversation we had the other day, I was telling them brothers, we were talking about this, and I was telling them brothers a situation that happened in my life, man, where I was, trying to make these incremental leaps, right? I'm trying to advance. I was trying to open up a new stream of income, made some commitments, signed my name on some dotted lines, invested my money in some things, and as soon as I did that, brother, the bottom fell out. The plan I had in place was no longer, man. And I'm stuck holding the bag. Like, oh snap, what I'm gonna do now? And like I told them brothers, man, I said for a few minutes, I sit down and say, man, how am I gonna reverse all this? How am I gonna undo? How am I gonna get out of this financial bind I put myself in, right? And once I had all those negative thoughts, man, and what could go wrong and what the situation that was presenting itself, then I sit still, man. I say, you know what? Like who am I? Like, what am I? Where am I going? And I got back in that God state, man. I said, you know what? Like I have to think of ways to come out of this. If I am who I say I am. And brother, instantly, man, me just soaking in that energy, brother, ideas started coming to me, man, to expand my income in different ways that wouldn't have came. The thing is, there were things around me and opportunities around me that had been around me that I hadn't even noticed. But it took me being uncomfortable to see it. There were even things that I was doing in my current life to get income, ways to expand those that had always been there. I just didn't see it. And I told the brothers, man, I said, just to show how good the source is, I said, once all these ideas came to me, I said, brother, after all that happened, man, I started putting other plays in play. I said, then that situation I thought was gonna fall out, I said, it took care of itself, man. It came back into order. So I was like, man, it was just to show me, how to stop quantum leaping in life. I'm telling you, brother, you must put yourself in uncomfortable positions, man. And that's gonna look different for everybody, brother. That's gonna look different for every single person, man. But if you're sitting there, and I won't say complaining about life, but if you're sitting there and you're unhappy with your current situation, brother, you're gonna have to do something outside of the norm. You're gonna have to stop quantum leaping if you're trying to get there, brothers. Like, there's no way around it. Because if you're trying to take these incremental leaps, man, I'm telling you, you go from the age of 20 years old to the age of 90 years old, making incremental leaps. And once you get to the finish line, you say, you know what, brother? Like I didn't even swing for the fence. Like, I've been bunting my whole life. I'm telling you, brothers, if you are comfortable, all I'm saying is this, man. If you are comfortable, you are not advancing. If you are comfortable in life, you are not advancing, brothers. Ask any brother that goes to the gym, man. Let's take this whole scenario to the gym. Take a brother that goes to the gym for 365 days straight. Not one single time, if he doesn't break one single sweat all year, if he doesn't go home with one iota of muscle failure, then at the end of the year, man, that brother shouldn't expect to see no gains. He shouldn't expect to see any gains, brother. All he did was wasted his time, man. And that's what a lot of us are doing through this life, man. We're comfortable. You know, we have our jobs, we have our whatever is going on in our lives, and we become comfortable with it. And we just, we'll just take the incremental leaps every couple of years. We'll get that dollar raise. We become comfortable, brothers. Going back to the brother with the body shop scenario I talked about, man. Like at some point in time, that brother's gonna have to say, you know what, man, my life is mundane. Like at some point in time, he's got to say, like, I know the water bill is due, but man, today I'm going out and I'm going to buy me some equipment. I'm going to buy me some brushes and some air tanks and some hoses and some whatever he needs. I'm going to start putting my money toward that. Put himself in an uncomfortable position, man. Like I know this bill is due, but screw that, man. Let me take this quantum leap. And I guarantee you, man, once he does that, he's going to find out a way to pay those bills. He's going to get creative and say, man, you know what? I could have been cutting grass. Like, I got a whole lawnmower I ain't been using. I can do something, man, to expand my territory. I'm telling you, those ways will present themselves, man, once you put yourself in that uncomfortable position. You sisters that have these beauty shop ideas, you know what I'm saying? At some point in time, the electric bill is coming in. Like, it's coming. And it's in red ink, which means you probably already late. But at some point, you got to say, you know what, man, I'm finna go out and buy me some clippers. I'm finna go buy me some perm kits or whatever is needed in the beauty industry. I'm finna go rent me a seat, or rent me a parlor, or whatever it's called, right? Like, I'm finna go make that an investment knowing I got some on the back end. I'm telling you, brother, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. And I know you're saying, Miles, so were you talking crazy, man? Like, why would anybody go and put themselves out like that, knowing they have obligations? Knowing they have obligations, man. I'm telling you, bro, at some point, we as humanity, at some point we gotta start standing on this stuff that we've been reading and practicing and worshiping our whole lives. You 35, 40 years old, been in the church your whole life. Then paid a whole million tithes. Then went to Sunday school, more than anybody. And when it's time for you to step out and trust that source that you've been worshiping, you scared, man. You scared over $95, $150 water bill. You saying that's the determining factor on you taking a leap? But you put all your faith in this source, man. At some point, you have to start standing on it, brothers. At some point, you have to start standing on it. At some point, you got to put yourselves in uncomfortable positions. And that is the secret, brothers, of the advancing man. How copy?